Did you tire of listening to Dr. Strange's stories? The ones where multi-tentacled old ones feasted on cavemen?
Nah, actually that sounds up my alley. I just needed some fresh air. Plus, Robbie likes to crank the volume on his video games, and I don't like loud noises.
Right, your costume is sensitive to powerful sonics.
You know, it's funny. My other has protected me from so many things over the years. Sometimes pushes away more than just bullets.
Maybe you scare a few people, but at least you are protecting them. Dead people cannot say thank you.
Honestly, most of the time, the people I save are too scared to say anything.
Fear can be incredibly disabling.
That's one way to put it. I should probably carry a backpack full of fresh underwear for all the bladders I disable.
So your other's appearance is functional, but is it necessary?
Maybe not. I'm not the only person who bonded with my symbiote. The suit often changes appearance with each new host.
Have you ever considered adopting a new look?
I could probably change my appearance, but the truth is, I like being intimidating. It makes me feel powerful.
I am learning that the man behind the mask is less intimidating.
It sounds a bit like an after-school special, but thanks, Hunter. Just don't tell Parker. Or, actually, don't tell anyone.
You and your symbiote have an interesting relationship.
It's simultaneously the strangest relationship I've ever had, as well as the most comforting. Thanks for talking about it, Hunter. I don't think everyone inside would take the time to understand how I tick.
I don't say this lightly, but nice work.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Okay, so that's two superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here. Shh. Tony is working. Later.
Strange and Tony should start up.
I guess I can sit one out.
No pain, no gain. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way. To use that in battle.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
I guess I could show you a couple of things.
Later.
Damn it. We needed... The sanctum.
On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote monster.
See you soon.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
The sanctum's gone. It's unbelievable. There really is nothing sacred to Lilith.
Getting reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not?
Morbius. Blade.
You've met? Gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before they...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is this lab?
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait, where? You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see.
Remember who started.
That's a neat trick. Here it comes. Your mother.
You've left me no choice.
Okay, that was awesome.
I've been waiting. You should have been more careful. I'll make quick work. I smell your food. This won't take. Hurt. They haven't lost their will just yet. These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop you from feeding on them.
You know as well as I do, Blade. Your thirst, my hunger. We can only fight this.
Some of us have tried harder than others.
Oh, you think I haven't tried to end this?
I think you don't mind that you failed. Don't blink.
You know, you're pretty good at this. Here comes the heat.
That weapon was a fortunate side effect. Be grateful you don't have 8 legs.
Ooh, that really looked like it hurt.
That won't do it all.
Payback's gonna be fun.
Guess we're not done.
Maybe you don't understand my path, Blade. I have surmounted one challenge after another just to reach this point.
I know what you've been trying to do since you turned, and it has nothing to do with stopping the thirst.
Where my blood fails me, I have no choice but to feed. But that doesn't mean I can't change at all.
Hate to break up the moment, but we should probably deal with the bad guys, right?
Gotta be honest, you didn't leave me much choice.
Get ready. Give the mother my regards in hell. I'll put this to use. time. You kissed the mother with that mouth?
Hey, that hurts!
Regroup and await reinforcements.
You were born with the greatest gift any vampire could ever hope for, Blade. To see the sun with your own eyes.
None of this is a gift. Maybe that's what you don't understand about me.
Almost feel like I'm intruding here, but I'm glad you're working out your issues.
Time to leave. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Take that! Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here.
So brief.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
I doubt they were expecting such resistance. All my work lost.
What kind of work, Doc? This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it to them.
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a vial. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone. Along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
Looks like they're back for seconds.
Nah, they have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
Then we shall dissuade them. Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
You left out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary. Be my victim.
Ooh, I like it!
It is too late.
are really gonna get hurt if you're not careful. Coming at you! You could still run away. I promise we won't chase you. Oh, this should be good. It must be tough losing all the time. For like decades. More Hydra coming in quick!
I knew you couldn't be trusted, Morbius. Hydra or not, this is wrong.
The work Hydra has done with gamma injections was too profound to ignore.
So you've been using them as some kind of guinea pigs? Sounds a little unethical, Doc.
As opposed to the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big difference.
No one is to blame.
Never seen that before.
We're almost here. Hold position.
If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation and false imprisonment. Because it's, you know, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero. But your words
Okay, that was awesome.
no one to blame but yourself. Now let that be a lesson to you.
You asked for it. These fanatics are always the same. Who's next?
position.
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just lucky I'm working with the Sons again.
As opposed to what?
Experiment. Permanently.
Maybe we can all hug this out later.
It's on.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
That's one hell of a move.
Looks like it's up to me.
I do feel pretty amazing.
Regroup at position Tango.
I might be in trouble here.
You've left me no choice.
I think you got him.
No further abomination.
Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With us?
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey.
Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. This once.
Hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
You surprised me earlier, and I do not like surprises. But any friend of Peter is a friend of mine.
I am relieved to hear it. You have a wonderful home, and a great many resources. I look forward to making use of them.
How do you think you will help?
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should that matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
No, of course not. Let me put it like this. If you understand the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
That sounds great, but you must earn our trust by following through on that promise.
I see you are not easily impressed. No wonder Blade seems to like you. I think you'll be happy to know that I've actually already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes. The vampires have taken that from me.
Then we must take it back.
That is why I'm here. And I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
I want to know a little more about you first.
Naturally. I am an open book.
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A mushroom?
Fascinating, isn't it? Some of the rarest species of flora I've ever seen. Carol says there are mushrooms growing in these woods that were thought extinct decades ago. And that tree over there? I'm pretty sure it just winked at me.
I did not realize you were so interested in nature, Tony.
Oh, I'm not. I have terrible allergies. I'm just petrified to be inside.
Tony.
I know. I'm sure it will be all fine in the end. I mean, look at us. First time I laid eyes on you, I assumed you were gonna swallow my soul. And now here we are. Two friends, enjoying a moment.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
You're right, of course. I'm just surprised you didn't work in a basilisk or giant spider or some other terrible monstrosity you've beheaded over the years.
Yes, I suppose your situation is not unlike unraveling the web of Rourke, the Spider King. One strand at a time.
And there it is. Well, I suppose it's time to get back to the old Abbey before Caretaker sicks the hounds of hell on us. Well, hound.
Are you sure? I could stay outside longer if...
No, I'm good. Better, in fact. Owe you one. Besides, that tree I mentioned that winked at me before, I think it just took a few steps closer.
Damn. What are we gonna do without the sanctum?
Things always... Lilith and her minions did a number on New York.
Yes. And New York is just a taste of what is to come if we do not stop her.
I haven't seen the city in such a state since Blade and I tore through Times Square. That was even worse.
What happened between you and Blade?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
I want details.
It was our first encounter. Blade wondered if I was an alien, because I was unlike any other vampire he'd fought.
You are unlike any other vampire.
True. Anyway, he tried to stab me with a wooden stake. I threw him off the roof of a building. The battle only ended after I drained him of a few pints of blood.
Wait, you mean you bit Blade?
Oh, yes. In fact, I believe my bite granted Blade his vampiric strength.
Blade says he was born a Dhampir.
Well, that's his side of the story. But I know the man I once fought only grew stronger after that encounter.
I am unsure who to believe. I may ask Blade about this.
No need. I just told you everything you need to know. He's a bit sensitive about the topic.
Okay, so... How's it going, boss? No peeking now.
Protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I bail.
If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
Until next time.
Strange and Tony should start out. Time's wasting, Hunter. I'm ready when you are. All right, then.
Doctor Strange will shake this. I'm sure he's seen worse.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum. Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for.
Ready to chew butts and kick bubblegum.
I'm ready when you are. And Hydra rear... Stay out of trouble. Pick your target, Hunter. Thanks, Hunter.
Finally, some action! I thought my dry spell was never gonna end.
The sanctum's gone. It's unbelievable.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
No problem.
Get to the trucks and grab those artifacts before they roll out.
It is as good as done.
Quick work. No, truly, what did you expect, honestly?
Hail that!
Slow them down, but it won't stop them. Get to the artifact before they figure out what happened.
So it's...
Hydra's in control of the situation.
I've been waiting. My resolve is unbroken.
It isn't going to work.
Careful is inbound.
You know what to do.
We stand with the mother.
They're particularly fascinated with me.
Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing.
This one presumes to lurk in the shadow.
Watch that one.
Do not cross me again.
It is too late for you.
It's better if you quit now. Consider it done.
Now that was something.
The battlefield is ours.
Follow my lead.
Don't you know who I am?
Time for the real thing.
Everything according to plan. Weak, even for Hydra.
The light will carry you onward.
I've been waiting.
You will pay for your mistake.
You're making it hard to resist the bloodlust.
You're gonna remember me. Someone call for reinforcements?
Is that everyone?
The artifacts are secure, but why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
Your time has come. You are lucky to still be breathing.
I'd say that was a very successful outing. Good work.
I never doubted this outcome. How do you celebrate holidays at the Abbey?
When I was young, we took them as an excuse to feast. We should do that again. Do you have a favorite holiday?
Oh, I appreciate Halloween.
You enjoy dressing up?
The opposite. Halloween is one of the few days each year where I don't have to dress up to blend in with the crowd. The candy isn't bad either.
When you are at the Abbey, you do not have to hide who you are. You are free to wear whatever you want.
Not whatever I want. Tony was very upset I tried on one of his suits without asking. You surprised me with this one, Hunter. Seems like you can't get enough of me.
What were you reading, Doctor? One of those political spy thrillers Captain Rogers is always heads down in?
It's actually a medical journal on bispecific antibodies and the treatment of hematologic malignancies. Just some light reading.
We have all been working hard. You deserve some R&R.
Deserve? Based on my many past sins, I deserve nothing.
Whoa, where did that come from?
I'm sorry. I've been told that I tend toward the melodramatic. In truth, I've been in survival mode so long, I don't know where to find my own off switch.
Just know your limits. When you burn a candle to its ends, the light quickly fades.
Your concern is noted, Hunter. I won't overdo it. Well, I should get back to my studies. Medical journals do not read themselves, but I'm working on that.
On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote monster.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum.
Strange and Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group.
No problem.
I'm here if you need me.
Maybe I shouldn't have laughed so hard.
Okay, so...
I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed. Please tell me it's not... Yes, I remember this one.
This ain't the...
How's it going, boss? Cross your fingers. What can I say except you're welcome?
Farewell.
Practice makes perfect.
I feel stronger already. I'm more durable than I look.
I'm sure he's seen worse.
Caretaker could have been time to take it to the next level. Peace.
Bye.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
Now that the Hydra vampires have my prototype sample, I've no doubt they'll attempt to create their own sunlight serum.
Mass produce it, more like.
But where would Hydra vampires go to mass-produce sunlight serum?
Somewhere familiar to them.
How about a Hydra facility that makes the gamma goop they put in their blood?
Yes, I'm gonna go with exactly like that.
How about one sending a distress signal about a vampire invasion? Might be a good place to start.
Mass production of my prototype sample. There, come to life.
Do you ever regret creating your sample?
Of course.
Has Hydra turned upon itself?
No, this is biology. It's a vampire's nature to betray the living.
Excuse me?
Oh, but not mine. I differ on a biological level.
Relax. It was a joke.
I should have known you were behind this.
Hold them off. We need more time. Go. Feed upon them. Let their veins bleed rivers.
If we can disable those terminals, at the very least we can slow their efforts to reproduce the serum.
But we need to protect the server to access the data ourselves.
Correct.
And I thought technology was supposed to make our lives easier.
They're intent on attacking the server. We must stop them. Left me no choice. An intriguing advancement. I smell
Come get it. I'm still in my prime. They're mine.
No one is to blame, but you...
Fall that easily. We will not be discouraged.
Time to bleed.
We will never forsake her.
Her will.
Additional Hydra forces en route. Get ready.
I'm sure you've all realized what will happen if these vampiric Hydra forces lose their vulnerability to the sun.
A lot of innocent civilians are going to pay the price, and we can't allow that.
Your sincere concern for the guiltless is inspiring.
And your lack of empathy for them is disturbing.
You asked for it. These fanatics are always. always the same.
Now remember who's... Now let that be a lesson to you. A futile effort. This won't take
I think you got it.
Hydra, Immortalis! Awaiting reinforcements.
At least my mother knows how to keep her minions in check.
As much as she'd like to pretend, Sin doesn't hold the same sway as her grandfather, much less Lilith.
Does it matter? She has enough resources at her disposal to be a problem.
Prototype. It's here. We must recover it.
One more batch. Secure it. Quickly now.
So we finally have the opportunity to settle our grievance.
You're surprisingly enthusiastic for someone marching towards their end.
And you are shockingly confident for someone who dares tread on the work of a superior intellect.
Enough talk! We cannot be turned back.
That's a neat trick. Never seen that before. You have earned this.
You were too weak for this fight. They are set on coming after me.
So... I never liked being the center of attention. Make a grave mistake.
Now you will
Support units on the move.
This facility is quite impressive. If only it weren't being used for such twisted actions.
That's Hydra in a nutshell.
You know nothing of the great works achieved by Hydra. This will be our resurgence.
I've heard that before, too.
Should get the blood pumping.
I saw a move like that once.
If you still want it, come and get it.
They have not changed their plans.
El Hydra!
You are not my equal.
Hydra doesn't know when to quit.
They're hoping.
You're gonna need a few more.
The light will heal you. Just like old times.
Exactly what I needed. Time to
You don't have to show off for me, Blade.
It's on.
have to do better than that.
Awaiting reinforcements.
There's enough of that serum down there to turn their entire army into a daylight vampire scourge.
And it will be glorious!
Just like that.
Still coming for me. Maybe you should teach me that one.
We have not lost focus yet. I see not much has changed among the world's inhabitants. Still they persist.
I'll take that.
Your prototype sample?
Indeed. And now to destroy the sunlight serum. But it's not all here, is it?
Of course not. We manufactured so much. All transported off-site before you even arrived. This is the final batch. A reserve. I am a wolf in the night. The yapping of a mangy cur does not concern me.
Tell me where you brought the serum.
Watch that temper, little mutt. You don't want to lash out and bite the ones you love.
Tell me!
Where else, you pathetic counterfeit? I delivered it to the Lord of Vampires.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, but I do. Dracula, my master, has enough sunlight serum to supply an army. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
Hey, Hunter. I saw Morbius heading toward Hunter's Folly. He looked distressed. Can you make sure he's not about to lose control? If I go out there, it won't be to talk.
I'd like to be alone for a bit. I came out here to be alone, Hunter.
Are you sure being alone is a good idea right now?
Blade sent you to check on me, didn't he? Probably didn't want to come himself because he thought we'd just end up fighting.
Is he wrong?
Of course not. And I can't promise we won't end up trading blows before the night is through, either.
If you truly wish to challenge me, I will not back down.
I've seen you in battle. I'm probably better off going after Dracula alone.
And focus your anger at him.
They stole my work, Hunter. They perverted it for their own designs. There is an army of vampires ready to cut loose on the world, and they're all immune to sunlight. I did that. Not Dracula.
You could not have known that Dracula would get his hands on your sample.
No. But I should have foreseen that he'd want it. That he would come for it.
We will fix this. Together.
You're right. Wallowing in self-pity will accomplish nothing. We must prepare to act. Oh, and Hunter. I'm sorry. My behavior tonight was beyond the pale. I wish you had not seen me like this.
Doctor, my mother turned against me and started building an army. I understand betrayal. You have no need to apologize.
You are too kind. I really am glad you came. Instead of Blade. Well, I would love a few quiet moments to meditate on what we've said. Unless you need something else.
Enjoy the quiet.
I'll just be here, brooding.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
I had one job.
Okay, so that's two...
Hey, Hunter. Good. I needed something. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Don't forget to write.
The sanctum's gone.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
You know what?
You know I know, Matt?
All right, then.
Damn. What are we gonna do without the sanctum?
Damn it. We needed that sanctum.
Hello, Hunter.
Is there something I can help you with? You were looking at me funny.
Was I? Huh. You read me so well. I was just thinking about how much you remind me of Lilith when she was young.
You have never really spoken of her before.
I guess I don't like to dredge up old memories, especially the painful ones.
What was my mother like when she was younger?
Better than me, that was for sure. She was the brave one, kind and courageous. Everyone loved her. Me most of all. So you can imagine how hard it was for me when she sold her soul.
Perhaps you did not know her as well as you thought.
I suppose you're right. As much as I don't want to admit it. She had everything going for her. Everything. Beauty, brains, talent, compassion. She could have done anything, and she just threw it all away for power. What a waste. We should have been a family.
I suppose we have each other.
Yes. Yes, we do. And for now, that is enough.
Their minds.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
That does not sound like much of a challenge.
Watch this.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Tell him who sent you. Here's one for you.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Going for it. Here we go.
Defiler.
Real original. You're gonna regret that. They must be getting desperate. I'm right here. I'm on it. Well, that's interesting.
Now I teach them to fear me.
Ouch. Watch it. Watch closely. Ouch. I'm gonna get you for that. Sure I can't change your mind?
Walk in the light.
Hey, thanks. Don't make the same mistake twice. Take this. Don't mess with me.
No mercy. You were too weak for this fight.
time I won't go easy.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Pale skin goes with everything.
My nerves are still a little jittery. Are yours? No? Okay, just me then. That's cool. I wish I knew how to cook.
You could learn.
Meh, that requires effort.
I have a variety of suggestions for you.
Oh, okay.
You could take a cooking class. I understand there are a few available through your Spark. Caretaker might be willing to teach you. She has centuries of knowledge on her side.
Yeah, maybe I'll look into it on my own.
Are you sure? I have more ideas.
Nah, I'm good. Blah, could have been better.
I should have guessed.
Guessed what?
That you wanted to show me another movie.
Not just another movie, my favorite movie. It's something I make all my friends watch with me.
We are friends now?
Well, I mean, I think you can be cool when you want to be.
I am cool.
For a 300-year-old artifact, you're getting there.
Why is she wearing that hideous red dress?
Oh, you're tearing me apart, Hunter. Pay attention.
It is a bit difficult. This movie is rather terrible.
It's called Camp, Hunter. It's supposed to be a little bad, but in a good way. Besides, it's a cult classic. Kind of like you.
I will try and take that as a compliment.
You're really starting to fit in with the rest of us, you know? We might just make a midnight sun out of you yet. See, Hunter, you're so much more than a weapon. You're fun.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Okay, so that's 2 superheroes strong. Give me a sec. Okay, so. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Farewell.
Dr. Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
Time to take it to the next level.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Well, you know what they say.
All right, then. This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum. Thanks, Hunter. Good thing we've got her offspring on our side. Getting word of another attack. Vampires in Central Park. Right before dawn. Can you imagine?
Dawn?
I knew this was coming. Just not so soon.
The city is in enough chaos.
We'll handle it. No problem.
Ah, Blade. Ever the optimist, hmm? Look at them. The sun will be up any minute now. They don't seem to care.
Then let's make them care.
I doubt this will take much longer.
Just when people are beginning to feel safe in Central Park again.
Yes, I'm afraid they'll have to cancel their picnics and ball games for today.
I'm sure they're more worried about surviving.
As they should be.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. You were too weak for this fight.
Very slow.
You should never have come here.
You have earned this. Just about enough.
Turf overrun like this. All that work.
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
Am I that transparent? In honesty, I heard you fight harder when you're angry.
I'm fond of that tactic myself, Doctor. As you can see, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like it. Game over.
You don't have to show off for me, Blade. Feel my call.
That's not supposed to hurt. Hydra doesn't know when to quit. Without sunlight to fall back on,
You seem to have plenty of other tools, or toys, at your disposal.
Nothing scares a vampire more than the sun. It sure motivated you.
Fair point.
It's on.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I've been waiting. Is this what you had hoped for? Now remember who started. A futile effort. So be it.
If we don't contain this here and now, New York could be overrun in a matter of days.
I think that's fairly obvious to all of us, hence the urgency.
What urgency? You're dragging this out. Keep the pressure on them.
You asked for it. Your mother.
Now that was something.
I smell your fear.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
They do not fear the sun.
I'll give them something to fear.
No.
Allow me! So, the wait is finally over. How long has it been since you felt the sun on your face, Dracula?
Centuries. Depend upon what you already laid. And thanks to your unlikely ally, Dr. Morbius, I will bask in the dawn for eternity.
I cannot allow that.
Once again will its servants fall.
Never seen that before.
Your demand is at
Damn if I don't hate them.
My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the day just as easily as we rule the night.
Maybe in some rat hole in Transylvania. New York is my town.
That is all about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the rising sun. I am eternal.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Who's next? These fanatics are always the same. Time to bleed.
My hand. Lip. You'll see me again soon. I'll remember your face. To think I've come full circle. My salvation and my curse all began with you.
A common refrain from vampires who haven't yet accepted their profound gift.
Not everyone wants to never did understand that.
I understood perfectly well. I just don't indulge in
Your fate is sealed.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Not good enough. Be mine.
You should have been more careful.
Your blood will renew me.
Slow me down.
Just a taste of power.
I will make you suffer for that.
I have faced far worse.
Loyalty to the mother of demons will be your undoing. The light will carry you onward. Let us see if they have an answer for this. Not enough.
Thanks for the save.
Did someone feel a breeze?
Payback's gonna be fun.
This shall be of great help. I'm the only one left standing.
Won't leave here alive.
Return to your mother. How many times?
I appreciate your concern. Things have taken a turn for the worst.
You must not realize what you've done. It's too late for you. Let's put it to good use. The sun's warmth is invigorating. I'm sure my children feel it too.
The cold grip of death. All my efforts in vain.
really making me angry. Here's my take. It doesn't matter how many times you try.
Getting better every day.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Come get it.
Now that was something.
Is that really the best you can do? Get ready. I have faced far worse. Just a taste of my power! You forced my hand!
Their persistence is irritating.
Your blood will renew me. My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the day just as easily as we rule the night.
You rule the night? Maybe in some rat hole in Transylvania, but New York is my town.
That is all about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the rising sun.
It's the least I can do. Danke.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
You must not realize what you've done. Lucky shot.
The light will carry you onward.
Every little bit helps.
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
Intolerable!
Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness. I must have angered her.
That's not supposed to hurt. More of them dropping in. To think I've come full circle. My salvation and my curse all began with you.
A common refrain from vampires who haven't yet accepted their profound gift.
Not everyone wants to feed on the innocent. You never did understand that.
I understood perfectly well. I just don't indulge in weakness.
Tried harder.
Is this what you had hoped for?
Not good enough.
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for the Negroes. That time has clearly passed.
That's a neat trick.
This can only bode well for us.
Did someone feel a breeze?
No one is to blame. Now remember who started this.
I'll remember your face.
I'll make quick work of you.
Eternal. This is the end!
Payback's gonna be fun. Distance will get you nowhere.
Hydra doesn't know when to quit. Take a good look at the sun while you still can.
Your confidence is inspiring, Blade. It must be my blood running through your veins that gives you such spirit.
Take a lesson, Morbius. This is how you piss me off.
Noted. It is too late.
You won't leave here alive.
You can't wear me down like that.
Give the mother my regards in hell.
Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own.
No one hurts you more than family.
Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
Back to the sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
You could just
Maybe Blade was too...
Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This is a small victory and worth celebrating, but a greater threat still looms over us.
Of course. I may be getting too far ahead of myself. Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the Sunlight Serum.
We?
Oh, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
If a cure is possible, you should continue to look for it. If someone tries to exploit your research again, we will be here to stop them.
I was hoping you would feel that way. I can't wait to get back to work. After this business with Lilith is settled, of course. Thank you for your help, Hunter.
Despite his setback, do not consider Dracula defeated. It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius' serum behind us.
Thankfully, we have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed to be right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter.
Can't believe I'm saying this aloud, but I think I figured out Dracula's master plan.
Go on.
There is a Lilith connection, but it's not direct. Dracula is acting like he knows the world is coming to an end. Didn't expect him to be an apocalypse prepper, but here we are. Think of every play he's backed so far. Some of his plans overlap, right?
I had noticed that.
That's because he's throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't matter what plans fail. As long as one succeeds, he wins. The good news is, we're foiling his plans faster than he's setting them in motion. If we keep nipping these buds, he'll have nothing left. Let's debrief on the latest. Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
I do. Is the Sunlight Serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
Dr. Morbius may have a different opinion.
Hey, if he deems it a bigger threat than I think it is, I'm happy to run it down. But for now, Central is tracking all mention of the Sunlight Serum or anything like it. Unless it finds something, I think we're done here. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Sure thing.
It seemed a bit touch and go for a minute with Dracula, but...
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know, grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.